Hey everyone, it's Mojaxx back in the DJcity UK lab. Just a quick one for you today, and to be honest, it's something that I'm rather late to the party on, but that is for good reason, and I figure even though I'm late on it, it's still worth showing to you because I really like what we're talking about today. It's the DJM-REC app from Pioneer DJ. Let's get to it. Firstly, let's talk about why I have not discussed this app until now. Well, that's pretty simple. It only works with three mainline Pioneer DJ mixers, the DJM-450, the DJM-750 Mark II, and the DJM-900 Nexus 2. It also works with the DJM-Tor 1, but as that's rarer and more expensive than unicorn poop, I suspect that's not relevant to most of you. At no point since the app was released around 18 months ago have I had any of those mixers in the lab to demo it with. I've used it live plenty of times. I regularly play on a 900 Nexus 2 at venues and so have been able to test the app very thoroughly. But it's only in the past few weeks that I've had a 750 Mark II on hand to do this video properly. So what is DJM-REC exactly? Well, without any hardware connected, it's an audio recorder for iOS, one of thousands available for your device. But when you connect it to the send and return USB port on one of the aforementioned mixers, the magic starts to happen. It takes a direct digital feed from the record output of the mixer and records it straight into your iOS device. You can choose to use the internal limiter on the mixer or not, and the quality is absolutely spot on. On a basic level, that's it, although there is more to dive into. You can decide on the recording quality. I generally go for WAV, but there are lower quality AAC options if you're short on space. Interestingly, there's an option to have the app take the fader movements that you make on the mixer and translate those into track markers which appear on your recorded file. Apparently, if you're using CDJs hooked up properly with Pro DJ linked to the 900 Nexus 2, the app will even take track title and artist information and add that to the file as well, but I haven't tested that. The app works in the background so you can still browse social media, send messages and that kind of thing, but receiving a phone call will stop the recording, so you'll want to turn on Do Not Disturb mode if you're using a phone. Once you have a mix recorded, you have various options. You can do some basic edits on the phone or iPad itself and upload the file directly to Dubstep, Mixcloud or SoundCloud. You can also edit the info on the recording or compress it to a smaller file size. Personally, I prefer to use dedicated editing software on a computer after the fact, so I use either the Dropbox upload facility or just drag the file out using iTunes. I literally just use the app as a recorder. Except when I use it for streaming. This is an absolutely killer feature. Once you've connected the mixer to the DJM-REC app, you can then head into your app of choice for live streaming, YouTube, Facebook Live, Periscope, Instagram or Snapchat, and that connection continues to work. Therefore, you get clean, crisp, professional sounding direct audio for your live stream DJ sets with just one cable. I've streamed sets with it a few times on Instagram and Facebook, and the quality has always been absolutely perfect. Sadly, there is no way the app can help you avoid copyright issues, but that's a topic for another day. So far, all good. I hope you can see why I'm so enamored with the app, but there are a few potential negatives which I ought to mention. Firstly, it does only work with those four mixers, and then only if they have suitably up-to-date firmware. And unlike with CDJs, there is no way to update the firmware during a gig as the mixer needs to be power cycled to do it. Secondly, it is just for iOS, which will obviously make it a non-starter for non-Apple users. Audio on Android has got better over the years, but for whatever reason, running the mixer audio in via USB still seems to be something that can't be done, so it is just for iOS, at least for now. The third issue is kind of related to that, and it means my timing may be pretty poor in making this video right now. I've heard some reports from DJM-REC users of problems with devices running iOS 13. Now, I used two different phones while making this video, both running iOS 13, and all seemed well, but it should be noted that none of Pioneer DJ's iOS apps have been updated for iOS 13 yet, so there may well be some compatibility issues in the short term, but I'm sure the company will have updates out soon. So that brings me to the best thing of all about DJM-REC, the price. It's a free download with a 30-day trial, so you can just test out the full functionality for yourself and decide if it's for you. After that, it's just $10 to unlock everything permanently on all your iOS devices. Originally, that cost was touted as an introductory price, but that was 18 months ago and it hasn't changed yet. And I think if Pioneer DJ are smart, they'll keep it that way. So there you go, my take on the DJM-REC app from Pioneer DJ. As far as I'm concerned, if you're a working club or bar DJ and you have an iOS device, this is just a no-brainer. because it's so affordable. And no, it's not always going to be the right mixer there, and it's not always going to be the right firmware, but when it is, when the planets align and everything is compatible, the app itself is fantastic. It works really well. You get great quality recording out of it, and it opens the door for some live streaming stuff as well, direct audio out to your social media live streams on mobile. So yes, no-brainer is absolutely the term I'm going to use, especially considering the price. You know, it's around 10 bucks. If it was $50 or $60, that I'd have to think about that a bit more. But for 10 bucks, I got my money's worth out of it within the first 2 recording sessions. So yeah, it's a solid recommend from me, and that's why I really wanted to come back to this, even though it's been out for quite a while. I don't know if everyone is aware of it, but for me, I just can't imagine DJing without this on my phone, ready to use should the situation arise. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon down below to get notified anytime there's a new video from myself or the rest of the DJ City team. I'll see you soon.